Megan Fox or Megan Good? And Megan Fox is the bitch in the transformer.
No, I know who she is.
You know, I just gotta throw that out there so a nigga know that's a bad bitch, man.
I'm thinking like Megan Good moments and Friday and shit like that, kind of fucking up the shit. Megan Fox ain't never had one of the moments where I seen her with the gapper. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get to see her. I'm going with Fox, you know what I'm saying? We international.
Say that shit. He want that grown international.
Megan Fox, you see this? Holla at the nigga.
In a real way.
Hey.
If you don't know, you won't know. You inside the GGN News Network. I'm your host with the most, Finding Nemo, AKA Nemo Hoes. And today I got a real special guest up out of Inglewood.
Indeed.
Yeah, my nephew in the house, Skeme the Duke. What it do, loved one?
Slow motion, huh? Glad to be here with you.
And we welcome you to the GGN News Network.
What's happening?
In a real way. So what you been up to and what you been on?
Man, right now we just dropped a mixtape out with the homie DJ Ski called Bear With Me.
Ski, you get down with Ski, huh?
Yeah, that's the homie. He been rocking with me for a minute now, so you know it's about that time. So everything coming full circle.
So your buzz, how did you create your buzz? Was it through the internet or was it just through making hot music?
A little bit of everything. The internet, the hot music. The hot music always come first. But I think putting our presence down in the street and having us out the trunk and the whole nine.
So what, as a youngster coming up from the West Coast, what was some of the the MCs that really gave you your incentive to say, you know what, I'm finna do this shit?
From the coast alone, off top niggas like yourself, Quick. Let me see. Warren G was always, one of them dudes to me. And then, from everywhere else, I'm to this day, Pimp C fan for life, you know what I mean? So I was a UGK kid.
That's my
UGK,
guy.
Ghetto Boys, the whole nine. That was my niche of dudes.
And you down with Kendrick Lamar and Schoolboy Q?
Indeed, them the homies, for sure.
Real? And was that just because y'all was mutually rapping and y'all ran across each other, or was it, y'all came up together?
I think probably around like 16, I met Dot. I had met Q a minute before that too, because he was rocking with Tiger at the time, and that's when I met Q. And we just had a mutual respect for each other and what we was doing at the time. Got to working together. My first mixtape, probably back in 2010, was Pistols and Palm Trees, and we had recorded the whole joint at Top Spot. So it just became from there. We kept working and kept, solid. Nowadays, the conversation be more so on a homeboy line than it is on a rapper line, you know what I mean? We looking at shit like we all got good ass music and we all can make some money together while we let the bullshit stop it, you know what I mean?
And I think y'all become examples and leaders because when y'all do that, y'all force the big homies and the rest of the homies to get in line. Because everybody aspire to be something. And I always said that sometimes the big homies, they took it as far as they can take it. Now it's our job to go further than them.
Exactly.
So, why do you call yourself Skeme the Duke?
I came across, man, that's crazy. I came across that nickname because I would always hear niggas saying they was the king of the West Coast. Niggas was the prince of the city and all of this bullshit. I'm like, man, I just want me one of them regal names too, but I ain't want nobody arguing with me and shit like that.
You want to be who you is when niggas be like,
he like, nah, that's Duke.
Nah,
you never heard a nigga argue with you like, I was the Duke first. Like, nah, hey, bro.
But you know who the original Duke was?
Who that?
John Wayne.
Like a motherfucker. So that was to come across with the Duke, and Skeme was that was a nickname given to a nigga just out of how I used to be as a kid, and still to this day, trying to figure out a different way to get my little money. Exactly.
Your name come from who you is, man.
Exactly, and that's how, coming up on our little
Stick
era,
with it.
That's how it be, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how it be, man. That's how I got my name. My mama used to say I was snooping around, watching Snoopy from Charlie Brown and all that shit. I'm like, well, shit, I guess that's who I is.
Run it, yeah, we gonna have to go ahead.
I'm gonna run with this shit. Run this shit, and Snoop Dogg, Snoop Lion, and Snoop Doggy Dogg, nigga. It's all Snoop, nigga. You dig?
Yeah, that.
And your great uncle was Howlin' Wolf?
Like a motherfucker, yeah.
What?
Yeah, Arthur Burnett.
Oh my God.
Indeed. My grandma used to tell me a grip of stories about the nigga and all that.
So you cut from that cloth?
Yeah, that, like a motherfucker.
Oh, you cut from that cloth, nephew.
Yeah, that.
I'm gonna hear this a gang of shit up in this motherfucker right here, man. I do the music thing. That nigga was a monster at it, man.
And they was a cold nigga. And I think, funny shit be looking back and hearing people say like, we got the same kind of raspy ass voice on the songs, and it's just quiet little comparisons that we get from time to time.
It is, because you was an extension.
Yeah, that.
We all connected to what we is, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why you do it how you do it. What you think it's gonna take for you to get to the top of the mountain?
Staying me, you know what I mean? I think that, everything happen in time. Everything that's supposed to happen gonna happen when when it's supposed to happen. So I think, remaining along the lines that we are and pace the shit, don't rush it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I got in the game, Dr. Dre was the shit. And I always wanted to work with him, right? So I was trying to figure out, like, how the fuck can I get my voice with his shit? Who is that for you that, like, you know if you could connect with some special somebody in the game, that's your magic? Who do you think that is?
I mean, if it was on a level of like production shit, I probably could go with a nigga like Pharrell.
Let me call him real quick. Hold on
There
one
it
second.
is.
Tell us about the current mixtape that you working on right now.
Shit, we just dropped the Young off, you know, and that was the process of us making the album that we going to right now, which is called Ingleworld, and it'll be a iTunes release the whole nine. We're trying to figure out.
So the mixtape set up the record.
Exactly.
Give them that.
Exactly. 21 songs, free to the people. Y'all got it.
But you gonna buy this.
Exactly. You know what I'm
this
saying?
gonna make you buy that.
Exactly. So, you know, we believe, you know what I mean, doubling down and doing all the work we were supposed to do. I think we took this the first time I done took really like the process of making like 100 and something songs to really like try to piece and find my perfect like 14. So, you know, that's what we did this time around. Put the mixtape out, let it do what it's doing in the streets. Collaborated with Nip on the Crenshaw project, collaborated with Dom on the Get Home Safely. Collaborated with Game on the Operation Kill Everything, you know what I mean? And it was just continuous work shit, so I wanted to be heard over and over and over again right before we get to wrapping this album up in December and, you know what I mean, drop it out to the people and let them have some.
A piece of game, bird picking up seed from me to you. Visually, you need to come with some visuals based on like a movie. Because I keep telling all my little homies, when y'all make records, y'all making movies.
Right.
Y'all not just making songs, y'all making movies. So when you writing your record, write a movie and think about when you shoot your videos to put them in a movie fashion, because you never know who's watching. It may be a director or an actor who's watching that may have a role for you.
Yeah, that.
Florida, can I do that? Hi, I'm Stormy Fronts, and I'm reporting on GGN News. Today we're talking about Florida's weather. Don't know what I was gonna say.
Niggas know the name, call me AU. Don't take the to the vein like my papa Jesus. I'm a new age nigga, cry shit, no news. I'm raising up in the go staying miles on the loose. And spaying no stupid shit in my lyrics, straight truth. I'm painting the city red, riding around making moves. I'm putting in work and overtime while they snooze. Been rapping a year, but what it sound like to you?
A nigga been blessed since he came out the womb. Not a world blessed too, cause I'm the influence. Fluent with the truth, kick knowledge in the pool.
Bitch, stole my moment, bitch. She hot. That dress don't give no fucks. She done brought granddaddy in.
What are they, Middle Eastern? Russian?
Oh. When keeping it real goes wrong.
She fucked your whole wedding up? This bitch done knocked the whole kids and grandma in punch, fruit bunch poles, all kind of shit that flew over.
They cussing her out in Russian and all that.
I know the bride about to whoop her ass now. She got a reason.
She was hot already at the dance. That's
She got a legitimate reason to kick her ass now. Oh, she bleeding.
Oh, man. Nigga would've fucked around and got a divorce, man.
Oh, I would've whooped her motherfucking. Where's the bitch at that pulled the pole?
Where's
that bitch?
Motherfucker still? I think she's still with the pole.
Where's part two where the bitch?
Nah, that other commercial, what was the nigga name that owned that store? What was the store name? Remember he was like, it was something about some kind of rags, and it was an old like African dude doing the commercial.
Oh, I'm talking about Divine Rags.
Exactly, Divine Rags. We seen this shit and had to cut the studio session short. Like, fuck it, bro. Like, I quit, my nigga. Tonight, I give up, bro. This is amazing.
Have you ever seen a beautiful, well-dressed woman dancing and getting down on the dance floor? Amazing, isn't it? Excuse me, miss. Where did you get this fabulous outfit from?
Well,
They always say that. They got it from Divine Rag, the wolf chest ball.
I feel like this
Women,
nigga like
I'm
Akon,
fascinated
right-hand
always.
nigga.
I'm fascinated more by a well-dressed woman. Do you shop at Divine Rags? Maybe you two might fascinate me.
That motherfucking dog looking at me like, nigga, don't you ever kiss me, motherfucker. Bite your black ass nose off.
The
Line rags.
Where did you get that beautiful dress?
I got it from.
They always say Divine Rags. This nigga is epic, bruh.
We inside the Smoker studio right about now. Big Snoopy D.O. Dub, a.k.a. Finding Nemo Hoes, chilling out with my main man, my nephew, Skeme the Duke. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Reach over and grab whatever was left out of the cup from the night before.
Ass or titties?
I'm an ass guy.
Shaved or bush?
Shave like a motherfucker.
Cadillac or Chevy?
Ooh. I'm a hard head nigga, so you know what I'm saying? I'm a Chevy guy. Cadillacs is for the cool niggas.
Yeah, hello. Say that shit. Hello.
Yeah, that.
How many times a day do you think about sex?
Oh man, damn. I be on my Adidas shit, so you know what I'm saying? It's a hard number, you know what I'm saying? It's a constant thing.
Say that thing.
Once we get out the studio, we try to find somewhere the latest thing at, you know what I mean? So it be like that.
What's your favorite pair of shoes all time?
It's crazy, they finna re-release them shits, the 5 Jordan Laneys. It was white, blue, and yellows.
I know what you talking about.
Seen them shits when I was in 5th grade. I ain't get to get them then, and they ain't never drop again. So I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean?
That's cold how game went by when a nigga couldn't get them back
you know
in the
what I mean?
days.
And now I can get it.
Yeah, you can get a couple of them. Yeah. That's how it's
So you
supposed
know
to
what I
be.
mean? It's solid.
If you were stuck on an island for a year and could only listen to 3 albums, what would they be?
Doggy Style, Ready to Die, and Riding Dirty.
He threw that UGK up in that
Like a motherfucker.
I got a pocket full of
Stars. What's happening? That nigga said I bought my first key from my baby mama cousin. Straight up.
You hear me?
You feel me?
That's connected.
Real shit.
House in the hills or apartment in the hood?
Oh, that's easy. I'm going with a house in the hills. I ain't.
Listen, I'm trying to get the
You
fuck
feel me?
away.
I lived in
You
the set
niggas
long
can
enough.
come y'all asses out of here.
But I do got a house in the set though, so it is what
As
it
it
is. You know what I'm
should be. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Apartment in the hood. By day, house on the hill.
You
by
feel me?
night.
We gotta have it tuck away.
In a real
That
way.
honeycomb.
Okay, this part of my show right here. We call this Finish the Sentence. I'm gonna start it, you finish it.
Or
If I could share a double cup with anybody, I would share it with
R.I.P. the pimp. I need pimp
my
back.
nigga.
what
You hear me?
Yeah, that.
If I could see anybody perform live, I'd want to see.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah.
If I wasn't rapping, I'd be.
Trapping.
For real though. I hate it when niggas,
Brown knows these bitches.
in a real way. Especially when the bitch is mine. You know what I'm talking about? The bitch belongs to the game.
Real
I
shit.
hate it when niggas introduce me to my bitch.
Like, ain't that a bitch?
He's like, hey, I want you to meet Shalitha. How'd you know her name? That's my bitch.
Nigga finish the sentence.
Yes, sir. I'll finish the sentence on your bitch. Oh yeah, this is West Coast in case you don't know. This is the GGN News Network. Skeme the Duke, Nemo Hoes, and we out. You bitch you. Church, preach, tabernacle.